In this video I'm going to share with you all the different vehicles I've had for car camping and van lifing, and why I chose the NV200 for my van choice now. Let me show you all the vehicles that I've owned in the past that have worked for me for van life, and see what you think of each one of them. First vehicle that I got was the Subaru Outback, and I got an EcoNest box which you can order from Czech Republic, and I really loved it. It was absolutely brilliant. It's cool, but it didn't quite work for me, and I'll tell you why. Let me show you what it looks like first, and then I can explain why, and then you understand. So what it is, it's a box that will fold out into a bed and the back of the Subaru, so it takes up the whole back seats, and then it has a water tank underneath, and you can shower off the back or wash dishes, and then it has a cooking area and a cooler. So it was cool, and it was really high quality, and the mattress is really comfy. But the only problem that I had with that is that there's not really enough room in the vehicle to be able to go pee in the middle of the night if you want to. Bit TMI, but you know, in the middle of the night I don't really want to have to get out. Especially if I'm in, you know, it's dark and I've got a dog, and I just don't want to have to do that. So I like to have the toilet in the vehicle so I can just feel safer at night. So that was the only reason that didn't work. Otherwise it's awesome, and I still have it. I need to sell it. I probably should. I just never really got around to it. So I'll probably be selling that soon. This is the only video I have of it. Let me show you my excellent camper conversion. Hold on. It's brilliant. So it has a sink here, it has running water here, the water is under there, and it's got a cooker, and it has this bed will fold down and takes up the whole back of the Subaru. Over here I have an axe, and then I have lots of storage where you can put like food. This is a cooler, and then down here this is my countertop, and I can change this out to a shower, and I can shower off the back of my Subaru. How cool is that? It's so brilliant. And it folds back in, hold on, and that is how cool it folds up. Perfect. The second vehicle I had was the Mercedes Metris, and that is the perfect size for a van for me. I still do think that that is the perfect size. I really liked that vehicle, and if I hadn't moved to a snowy area where I needed a four-wheel drive, I probably wouldn't have sold it, to be honest. I really liked it. I bought it as a cargo van, and I put a ceiling in it with help from a friend, and then that was it, and I just put a bed in it over the wheel wells, and I'll show you a little bit of this. But it was cool. I really like that vehicle. It's fast, zippy. I like that. The gas mileage is perfect. But the only thing that with the Mercedes is that they're very expensive to maintain, and that was a downside to having that vehicle. Otherwise, everything else was perfect. That vehicle is nice. I liked it. It didn't have any windows, which I thought was good at the time, but the more I have this one, the more I actually like the windows. At first I thought, oh, I'll have more space to be able to put stuff on the side, so you can use that as your advantage. You have more storage because you don't have the windows, and it doesn't get as blazing hot either. But so this one, you know, being a cargo van, had to put the ceiling in it. It looked okay, but it wasn't great, and I could have done more to it. It would have been even cooler, but I sold it, so it's gone. The next vehicle that I had after that, because I wanted a four-wheel drive, because where I live we get snow in the winter, I got a Honda Element, which a Honda Element, they are great. Now, if they made those right now, I think they would be flying off the market because people like them. They didn't, when they came out many years ago, I think they were before their time, and people didn't really like them as much, but I really like that vehicle. The only reason I sold that vehicle is because it had too many miles and it made me nervous. So having that many miles, 170,000 miles on it, and driving into remote areas to go hiking, it just didn't feel right, so I had to sell it. Well, I didn't have to, but I did. And so that one's gone, and I did like it, and if it was newer I probably would have kept it because it was all-wheel drive, and it was a decent size, and you can take the seats, you can click the seats in and out of them. Oh my gosh, there's so many good things about the Honda Element, and plus it's a Honda and they're so reliable. So then I was looking after that for a van, and I nearly bought this Nissan 2500. This guy let me borrow it, and I liked it a lot. The size of it was perfect, you know, you can stand up and everything. And I thought it was cool, right? It was a really good deal too, and I probably, maybe I should have bought it, but I didn't like driving it because it seemed a wind gust would come. You felt every movement, and I was like holding on for dear life driving it, and I found it a little bit scary, so I didn't buy it. But it was really cool, and it was really roomy, so, and I did like it a lot, but I didn't buy that one because of the wind, and I want to feel comfortable driving around all over the place because I drive everywhere, and I did not feel comfortable in that. So that was one of the reasons I didn't buy that one. And then I've also stayed in my friend's schoolie bus, and he loved it. But that one, to me, the reasons I didn't like that one is because it's huge, and I don't want to have to worry about parking. It's one of those buses that take you with your luggage to the airport. He just converted it into a camper bus. And so the camper bus is cool, but it's just so big that I just don't feel comfortable with a vehicle that big. So that one's not for me. He did have a van as well, which I got to use quite a bit, and I did really like that one. But also the same thing with that one is that it had loads and loads of miles. So that takes me to my van now that I bought. Mine only has like 20,000 miles on it, and it's so cool because both of the doors open, and so you can have the airflow rushing through both sides, and you can open the back. It has a fridge, it has a cooking area off the back, and it has the fan, and it has 2 windows on the side. So if you don't want the doors open because you don't want bugs in there, it has 2 windows you can crank open, and then you have the bug screens there so that the bugs won't get you. And it's just a cool little vehicle actually. It's not like as big as the Metris, which I think the Mercedes Metris is like the perfect size vehicle, to be honest, if it wasn't a Mercedes, because they cost loads to maintain. And the Nissan NV200 is a lot cheaper to maintain. So I really like my vehicle. I think it's perfect. I'm not living in it full time. I do live in it, you know, for like 2 weeks at a time when I go on trips. And I've got a lot planned this year. I'm not just going on van trips though. I do have other trips planned too. And I also have some videos coming out from other trips that I've been on recently that I haven't made the videos yet. Like I went on a Turkey trip around the whole of Turkey, and that one will be coming out soon. And then I did go on a European cruise around Morocco and the Canary Islands. I know that said Morocco, that's like Africa, but it was called a 13-day Europe cruise, but then they changed it on us and added in Morocco and stuff afterwards. So we did go to Malaga, Spain, and Canary Islands and Lisbon and all these places. So, and I have all these other trips I need to make the videos, and my van trips will be coming up as well, so stay tuned for that. And I appreciate all of you being here, and I hope that you can comment and let me know what you think of any of these vans or vehicle choices that I had before, and see what you think. Which one did you like the most? What would you choose for you? Because obviously everyone's different, and a lot of people like to stand up in their vehicle when I don't really necessarily need to, because I'm already out and about hiking all day, and by the time I get back I just want to relax. So I hope that this video gives you some ideas if you're looking for a van or a different car camper. I'll see you in the next video. Just please comment and let me know which vehicle choice you like the most.